Welcome to another episode of The Raw Truth. As always, I'm your host, BXBADBOY. And today, we're going to be talking Avengers versus the Justice League. So today, we're going to go with the Avengers versus Justice League. And starting off on the list, we're going to work from Captain America to Ant-Man to the Hulk, Iron Man, Thor, Wasp, Hawkeye, Black Widow. On a JLA, however, we're going to be doing Superman, The Flash, Wonder Woman, Batman, Aquaman, Manhunter, Red Tornado, and Green Arrow. So now, I'm going to start with this. Now, these are my opinions. If you disagree, by all means, leave a message in the comments about it. Tell me why you disagree, and tell me if it doesn't make any sense to you, or give me your opinion. And please subscribe and help out the channel. And hit that like button too, please. And if you don't like it, hit that thumbs down button. Fine with me. I need to know if you appreciate the work I put into my videos or you don't. So we're going to start off with Captain America. Now, for those of you who don't know Captain America is a super soldier. He was given a serum with untold strength. There's no specific limit, but we don't know if there is. He's not bulletproof. He does heal fast though. And he was military trained, so he's got great fighting skills, like one of the best in Marvel. And my pick to go against him, solely on, you have to level out their powers, okay, is Superman. They have the same moral code. They have the same thirst for justice. So they would be a great competition, but you would have to equal them out. Now, I don't care if you increase Captain America's powers to match Superman's or drop Superman's down, like giving him a slight bit of kryptonite to lower him to not being able to use his heat or cold breath, and make him as strong as Captain America. That's fine. I think they would be best suited to fight one another if they were equalized. Even if you took away his heat vision and cold breath, I still think with his super strength versus Superman's enormous strength, they would be a good fight, because Superman would lose and he would submit because it's the right thing to do, not because it's the coward thing, but you were pinned, so to speak. Therefore, you submit. And the same thing with Captain America. So I think they would be best suited for a fight because it'd be a fair fight. Now, we move on to Ant-Man. Now, Ant-Man, for those who don't know, he can shrink, he can grow. He's a genius with chemicals especially, and compounds and suits. And he's rich. Now, his rich part will not be a comparison to his counterpart, I say, between the JLA and the Avengers. I say the Flash. They're both the same kind of genius. And I do think that Ant-Man's ability to shrink like that into a nanoscope would be a perfect asset to fight against Flash's speed. Because when he hits that button, he's probably faster than Flash in the shrieking part, and Flash would lose track of him. Their fighting styles are similar. They're more genius fighting styles than they are Captain America fighting styles. And they also have the same strong moral code as one another. They don't believe in killing, and they believe in a fair fight. If I lose, I submit. My turn next. So I think they'd be the best two to fight one another. Then you have the Hulk. Now, if you don't know who the Hulk is, he's a man who turns into this giant beast when he gets angry, with unforetold powers of strength. Not too bright up here, because he turns into a beast like a barbarian, best way to put it. Now, my idea for a counterpart of the person to fight him from the JLA, Wonder Woman. She's a female barbarian, which in her thing is an Amazon. and she's also a beast. They both don't care if they kill. They both don't care about destroying things around them. They just fight until somebody wins. And the Hulk will fight as long as you fight him. And Amazonian will fight as long as you fight her. Or don't submit. So I think those two are the great competition. If you disagree, please leave a message in the comment. Let me know. If you understand where I'm coming from, let me know too. Now, next one is Iron Man. Now, he's rich. He's got all these techs. He's a genius. He's a tacticianer. And he's got all these gadgets. So who else could take him on? Sorry, for those who disagree, Batman. So Batman would be best suited to fight Iron Man, even though he's got that suit. Iron Man has fought, was it Amazo, which would be a harder challenge than Iron Man, because Iron Man has thoughts. Amazo was just attack, 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 and he had superpowers. But Batman has the brains, the muscle, the money, and the tech to take on Iron Man. And he makes his own suits. There's actually a suit he uses. Just like Iron Man has a suit to fight the Hulk, Batman has suits to fight Iron Man or the Hulk. So the next one is Thor. Thor is the god of lightning, prince of Asgard. Now, if you don't know who I'm going with this one, Aquaman. For those of you who disagree and don't like Aquaman, I know a lot of people say, oh, Aquaman's fuzzy. Fine, you don't like Aquaman, I don't care. But he's a perfect match for Thor. They both have weapons that are damn near indestructible. They're both royalty. They're both raised royalty. And they're both badass fighters. And they're both damn near indestructible. The only thing that could really hurt Aquaman is Atlantean armor or Atlantean metal. And the only thing that could really hurt Thor is Asgardian metal or other magical powers. So they would be the better fight for one another, because they also have the same blunt thinking, where fight, 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 when the body's on the ground, then ask questions. So next is not, you guys are not going to agree with this one, but I was left with little choice of my choices, because this guy is pretty badass, and it's kind of hard to get someone to fight him without taking someone away from the other fights. So Martian Manhunter. He's exactly what his name sounds like. He's a Martian. He has special powers of manipulating his body like a chameleon, but more to a changeling. For those who know what that is, it's a person who can look like anyone, clothes and all. He can also go transparent, as well as, I forget what it's called, but you can reach through him and not touch him. There's really not much of a competition on the Avengers, especially not the list that I came up with of the main members, that will have any competition with him. So I picked a genius, the Wasp. Now, she's a genius just like her husband. So I think she can come up with a way to immobilize him. Either electrocution, some kind of chemical, shrink into his molecules, or grow strong enough to fight him fist to fist, because they're both going to fight fair. So it's going to be a fair fight. I mean, everybody on the list pretty much, except maybe the Hulk and Wonder Woman, everyone else would fight fair. And it's not that they're bad, it's just that they're pure emotion and anger. So when they get into that fight, they're not going to think about, oh, I wonder if I'm going to go to jail. So next is Hawkeye. Now, he's a master bowman, and I mean a master. He created the PhD in Marvel for bow and arrows. Let's put it to you that way. He's got all kinds of tips that go on top for exploding, freezing, stickiness, claw, you name a tip that should be on an arrow, this guy's got it. And he can pretty much hit you through a wall that he can't see you in. Bounce his arrows off this, bounce his arrows off that, make his arrows into boomerangs. This guy is awesome. So, he's only human though. He has no special powers other than skill and agility and all that honed abilities. Nothing like superpowers. So, his perfect counterpart, as I mentioned in another video, Hawkeye versus Green Arrow, because that's their counterparts, Marvel versus DC. So far, none of these are really counterparts, Marvel versus DC, but they're close, like Iron Man and Batman. But it's a tough choice, because there's a great deal that makes them not equal. There's a great deal that makes them rather equal. So, Green Arrow is DC's version of the marksman of all time. He can pretty much shoot the bow and arrow with his eyes closed and still hit you. And he can fight with the bow like it's a staff, just like Hawkeye. He's got all kinds of gadgets that go on the end of the arrow tips. So they're literally equals. The only difference is one is green, one is purple and blue. And the one major difference, which doesn't play a part in the scenario, because as long as Hawkeye's Hawkeye, he is a member of S.H.I.E.L.D. So he has unlimited resources. Green Arrow is a rich billionaire, like Bruce Wayne and Batman. So they both have unlimited resources. So that's, but if he wasn't with S.H.I.E.L.D., Green Arrow would have him financially. So the next and last on the list is Black Widow. Now, if you don't know the list, that's fine. I'll give you the last one. Black Widow, she's an assassin. Very skilled, fast, great with almost every weapon in existence. And depending on who's drawing her, and if it's the movie, she's hot as hell. That's not relevant. I just had to point that out. Red Tornado is the last one on this list. And Red Tornado is a robot. He's an android, which gives him limitations to electricity, to EMP, to bullets, to her fighting skills. Now, he controls wind. I'm sure she can find a way around that. I mean, she's fought in Taskmaster, which can match her skills, skill for skill, punch for punch. She's fought many people. I think she's even fought Captain America at one point. I think she's actually fought everybody on this list, from Captain America to Ant-Man to the Hulk to Iron Man to Thor to Wasp. Some she lost, some she won. She found a way around it. Very resourceful. I think she'd be best suited to fight Red Tornado, especially since everybody else is busy. Now, there's more to come, but that's the main Justice League versus the main Avengers. If you disagree, please leave a comment on what you disagree with. If you agree, leave a comment, let me know. Dislike or like the video so I know whether you're liking the content I'm giving. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, please. Could use the help. Give me some other names you maybe wanted me to look into to add to this list of JLA versus Avengers. I'm going to get into further details of each one of these characters in another episode, but them against their counterparts in Avengers versus Justice League counterparts, or should I say DC counterparts, because it's not Avengers or Justice League at that point. It's their counterparts, Marvel versus DC, in episodes to come. I hope you enjoy. I hope you're staying safe, and I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. I know at this point it's pretty much over. It's 11 p.m. on Thanksgiving Day. I hope everyone kept safe. I'm sure some people didn't care about the rules of safety. Wear a mask for your safety and mine. I have an 11-year-old son. I'm sure you have children. Remain safe, and I hope to see you guys soon.